Hello traders, this is Jim Comiskey coming to you live from Archer Daniels Midland Investment Services. It is Friday the 16th, about 1:30. Okay, give you some color commentary on the metals market, amongst other things. Okay, the opinions that I'm about to express are mine and mine alone, and not necessarily shared by Archer Daniels Midland, although they should be. Okay. First of all, I got an email from a woman, and thanks for that. I love the emails. I love the comments. Asking why I focus so much on like geopolitical things. The word she used was like basically, events in Washington D.C. or wherever. Okay, there's two schools of analytics, if you will, with regards to the markets. Okay, you've got your technical analysis, technical analysts, who look at nothing but chart points and moving averages and old highs and lows and gaps, etc., etc. Okay, and then you've got your fundamental analysts, okay, that are focused almost solely on like unemployment report, when it hits the tapes. What's its impact going to be on the dollar and hence its impact on the metals? Okay, now I've been doing this a great many years, north of 25, all right, and I literally very early in my career, I made the decision that you've got to, and some people are really vehemently against fundamentals, or vice versa. I think you gotta unite both schools. At different times, you're going to have different commodities move according to different events, if you will, or be impacted by different things. Say when the gold goes down and kisses the 200-day moving average, all right, that's big, because the 200-day doesn't come and play very often. So it has to be respected. Okay, when India doubles its custom duty on gold, that has to be respected. All right, they're the biggest consumer. I'll get to that in a moment. But they did indeed double their customs duty on gold bullion. Okay, I'll get to that. But anyways, you have to focus on geopolitical events. Okay, because they can and will impact the dollar, which does impact the gold, the silver, the copper, the palladium, the platinum, which I don't talk about very much because they're so thinly traded. All right, but let's get on a rant, shall we? First of all, let me get you support resistance. You can utilize these numbers to balance it today, Sunday night, and Monday. All right. One second. You got Hightower? Sorry about that. I'll come back to it. Do me a favor, print a Hightower way on metals, just support resistance. Okay, here. I got two major reasons to buy the metals. Okay, gold and silver primarily. Okay, first of all, gold is at $1656.60, down $2.90. $1639.70 the low, $1664.90 the high. All right, silver. May basis is at $32.58, down 15 cents, $32.13 half the low, $32.75 and a half the high. Okay, copper, by the way, which is becoming more and more interesting as the days go on, is currently the March copper is at $387.40, down 180. Copper's getting very cheap here, and it's bounced numerous times off this 380, 382 level. Okay, all right. I promised you two real good reasons why you should be long the PMs. All right, if you're trading physical, just keep stacking. All right, if you're trading futures, please use stops. Okay, and once again, I'll get you support resistance levels in a little bit. Say if you're long, you put an initial stop below S1 or S2, S being support 1, support 2. If you're short, put your buy stop above R1 or R2, resistance 1, resistance 2. All right, India doubled its customs duty on gold bullion. Okay, this was effective last night. All right, Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee, this is courtesy of Zero Hedge, by the way, is proposing that the Indian government double the 4% customs duty on gold from April 2012. From April 2012, okay, physical dealers saw major panic buying in India, the world's largest gold consumer. All right, in January, India raised the gold import duty 90% and doubled the tax on silver as the government is struggling with a growing fiscal deficit and looking to increase revenues. Growing subsidies for fuel and food have left the government struggling to meet its budget target. Indian investors, who are the largest consumer group of gold in the world, rushed to buy the gold in advance of the government's plan to increase the 4% customs tax in April. Okay, so there's reason number one to go along the precious metals here. Again, if you're trading physical, just keep stacking. You're trading ETFs, just keep a close eye on your position. You're trading futures, please use stops. Okay, we're going to take a little step back here. Support and resistance. Thank you, Teddy. Okay, again, the gold is at 1656.50. Pivot is 1655. Okay, so 55 becomes basically first support here. All right, below that, 1643 is second support. Below that, all the way down to 1624 is S3. Okay, the resistance comes in 1674.30. Above that, 1686.40. The silver, which is currently at 32.59. We got pivot. In other words, first support coming in now at 32.46. Below that, 32.02 and 31.49. Resistance silver, 32.98. Above that, 33.42.60. Okay, here's a major reason. You know, and the mainstream media, it just never ceases to amaze me how blind to real actual events they are. All right. Okay. There are currently, this is the focus here of the Arabian Sea, okay, right off Iran. The CVN-70 Lincoln, the CVN-72 Vincent, okay, aircraft carriers, 2 aircraft carriers, are currently side by side in the Arabian Sea. The USS Enterprise is steaming towards the location as we speak. All right, so now we've got not 1, not 2, but 3 aircraft carriers in the Arabian Sea. Hold on one sec. Let me show you something. This is courtesy of Stratfor. It's a pretty cool website. It's an intelligence website. And if you can make it out here, we've got the Gulf right here. Okay. This is the activity. There's the 3 aircraft carriers there. Just came across the tapes that 4 additional mine countermeasure ships are being dispatched to the Gulf. Okay, one second, let me read this to you. With the USS Enterprise on its way to bring the number of U.S. aircraft carriers located in the Persian Gulf up to 3, the Navy has announced it will send 4 additional mine countermeasure ships to the Straits of Hormuz as tensions with Iran rise. We're within days. We have to be within days. Okay, of full-scale shooting war, or at least basically the battle plan that's being drawn here is we're one little human error away from a full-scale shooting war with Iran. You can almost feel it. Any of you guys ever remember the movie Wag the Dog? It was when Clinton was president, and you know he basically it was fictional, but it wasn't. Well, it was fictional. But to distract from the 24/7 news cycle, basically a little war was created, just to keep the mainstream media busy while they ignored the real events or the scandals that were going on. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna carry on reading here. 4 additional mine countermeasure ships are being dispatched to the region, in addition to further airborne mine countermeasure helicopters. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Jonathan Greener told the Senate Armed Services Committee during a Navy budget hearing yesterday. Okay, this came from the Stars and Stripes, by the way. No date has been set for the deployment of the ships, but they will join the Enterprise, currently on its way to the 5th Fleet area of operations. All right. Yeah, quoting Admiral Greener, I came to the conclusion we could do better setting the theater. This is a quote. Okay, word for word quote. I came to the conclusion we could do better setting the theater, Greenart told the committee while recounting a recent trip through the waterway on the USS Stennis, which was under the watchful eye of Iranian naval vessels. I wanted to be sure that we are ready, that our folks are proficient, they're confident, and they're good at what they do in case called upon. All right, so, right, the theater is being set. Okay, this, according to Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Jonathan Greenart. So, buy precious metals, okay? And you know what? If you want to nibble in the crude, Crude's very tough, notoriously difficult to trade. There is a mini contract, which makes it a little easier to trade in terms of risk reward. I prefer options. If you'd like to discuss option strategies in the metals or in the energies, feel free to give me a call, okay, or shoot me an email. My toll-free is 888-935-7979. Okay, my outside number, 312-242-7996. My email address is jim.comiskey, C-O-M-I-S-K-E-Y, at archerfinancials.com. Okay, so please, get in touch, and we'll take it from there. All right, a couple other things, then I'll let you guys go for the weekend. Okay, now it's I'm sure that it's come across a lot of your radars. Okay, about this J.P. Morgan Chase supposed whistleblower. In the spirit of Muppets Smith, Greg Muppets Smith. Okay, now it just came across. The CFTC just pulled that JPM whistleblower letter off their site. Okay, here's a copy of it. All right, and yeah, some of it's underlined. Shopping idiot, deal with it. All right, so anyways, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, blah, blah, blah. I got to start saving these things, because if they're getting pulled, stuff that we talk about is getting pulled off the web as fast as we talk about it. Anyways, this gentleman called himself Robert Gottlieb. He went on to say it's not his real name, but, well, I won't read you the whole thing. It's very long. Dear CFTC staff, hello, I'm a current J.P. Morgan Chase employee. This is an open letter to all commissioners and regulators, blah, 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 blah. I'm emailing you today because I know of insider information that will be damning at best for J.P. Morgan Chase. Okay, I wish to remain anonymous as of now, as fear of termination mounts for what I am about to reveal. Robert Gottlieb is not my real name, blah, blah, blah. However, I'm a trader at J.P. Morgan. We are manipulating the silver futures market and playing a smaller but still massively manipulative role in manipulating the gold futures market as well. We have a little over 25%, give or take a percentage position, in the short market for silver futures. By your definition, this denotes a larger position than for speculative purposes or for hedging, and is beyond the line of manipulation. Okay, basically I just read you this part. Yes, it's highlighted in yellow. All right, and the CFTC has subsequently pulled this off their site. All right, so I don't know if it's real or not, and in fact, if this whistleblower was legitimate, you would think that he'd include maybe some trade tickets or some equity runs showing the position that the firm has. I don't know, but either way, the CFTC pulling it off their site kind of lends credence to it was legit. We finally have proof JP is manipulating silver. But I don't know. I'm going to just reserve judgment on that. Okay, yesterday we talked about Pool-mageddon. Remember, 300,000 public pools are going to have handicap lifts yes, by the 15th. Okay, so that would have been yesterday. And don't get me wrong here at all. Okay, it's not about dissing the handicapped. Okay, seriously. What it is basically it's just another rule and reg coming down from the Obama administration that literally, potentially, if you owned a pool, okay, anyways, they've put off enforcing this rule for 6 months. The Department of Justice announced that this morning. I'll get on with it. If you owned a pool and it costs you I don't know, $500 a day just to maintain it, and now you got to spend upwards of $20,000 to put a lift in. Okay, knowing that potentially this lift could add to your litigation woes, because little kids will be attracted by it. I got 3 kids, and I'm telling you, they would be attracted by it. I just closed the pool. So like yesterday, when about Obamacare, I told you about my own doctor. There'll be a shortage of doctors soon. Make no mistake about it. There will be a shortage of doctors. Okay, you know what? There's not going to be very many pools left in the United States either. Just a prediction. Okay. One more thing, and this is kind of on a reverent note, and this is legit. We'll file this one under, I can't make this up, myfoxdc.com. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you. Bad smell blanketing the D.C. metro area. Legit. Washington. Reports of a really bad odor blanketing the metro area have been reported from downtown Washington, D.C. to Fairfax County to Oxon Hill. You may have smelled it Thursday night or Friday morning, and lots of people are talking about it. We've been getting a lot of comments about it on Facebook this morning. All right.
Smoking idiot?
I can't make that up. You tell me what you think is causing that smell. Is it excessive regulation? I don't know, maybe Nancy Pelosi? Let's just leave it at that, okay? I could go on and on and on and on. And, you probably could too. But, by the way, on a personal note, I'm going to be doing a radio interview Sunday with Dr. Dave Janda, okay, Janda, Dr. Dave. He is he's out of Ann Arbor, okay. He has a terrific radio show. Just go ahead and Google. It's a web-based radio show. Go ahead and Google it, Dr. Dave Janda, okay, and you can just follow the links to his show. It's on from, I believe, 2 to 4 Central on Sunday, and he's going to give me a half hour of the show, so we should have some fun, okay? But that's pretty much all I got. All right, listen, you guys, if you tune in Sunday, that'd be cool. If not, look forward to talking to you on Monday, okay? Take care.